but not really too confident in the hero because every time I see it picked, I see the other team just have this like overwhelming team fight, and the Lycan just doesn't provide as much. He's more about just like getting the split push action and doing well in lane. But yeah, it's like the game has gotten to the point where like, you have to be able to take these fights around Roshan, and yeah, I don't know. He's felt lackluster, so I'm not too sure what the idea was. Maybe it was like that vision that I was mentioning. I'm not sure, but maybe it is that he can go this Dominator and steal Beastmaster stuff or something. I don't know. Yeah, BETBOOM. It looks really comfortable for them.
We'll see. You don't think either team trying to force a setup here with the lane matchups?
No, I don't really see anything in particular.
30 seconds to battle.
Like PA, they picked this for the Beastmaster so he can clear out the boars and stuff like that. Maybe we'll see Beast even just go for that like 3-1-1 build that we've seen a lot of times and stack some camps. GPK having to actually deny his own ward immediately. Yeah, you kind of have to accept that the Beastmaster's lane is going to be a bit difficult versus Undying PA.
And how do you think things are going to look for Roger? Is he going to be able to be as flashy as he's been on his Earth Spirits?
I mean, his Ench is always very good. Like, he is quite impactful, and he always goes for the scaling build. He always goes, like, the Hurricane Pike and whatnot. So, I mean, I definitely see high potential for him. He's got the power of Enchant this game, and if he does get Little Friends, is pretty cool. Does the Enchant overall to kill the summons and to take summons away and to kill Serpent Wards and whatnot can be amazing. But then, yeah, I really want to see him get the Shard this game.
Let's see how things happen in the mid lane. So you say sort of overall, pretty nice for the Zeus. So you've got a bit of escape, and you're constantly going to be having mana with the stick charges.
Yep, pretty nice. You should be able to get some solid farm. GPK has kill threats if the Zeus messes up or if he gets like a really good flame break during the jump or something like that. But overall, I would imagine Laurel does pretty okay. Roger will constantly be stealing wolves away from DM, using them against him to get some extra denies. I think DM should still get okay farm, but they have to be a little careful of when they use spells and when time dilation goes off, and Roger can get some chase. Bottom is the hardest lane, I think, overall. This is the one where we're going to watch Notice just get really bullied.
Coda getting in under the tower, and
he
is. He's just straight up dead. Very nice first blood for Ramses.
Yeah, Undying. We just, as we've seen multiple times, the power of this hero. Seneko was pulling the wave, trying to help things out, but
I just feel like this lane's just not really going to get any easier for BETBOOM.
No, they have to just it's you have to constantly creep pull and whatnot, but we see Ramses also, he knows he's matching the creep still. Yeah, Zeus doing very well in the mid lane.
Oh, that's true, actually, yeah. 13-5 against the 8-1.
And top, I feel like top
bottom.
should get... Ooh, bottom.
Gonna see another attempt, this time onto Seneko, not quite enough.
But just not letting Notice get any he has 2 last hits on the Beast. 12 decay. Hakoda just walking at him.
And Seneko, he should die this time around. Ramses. How about a jump in? So just at the moment, this bottom lane feeding kills to the PA.
And look at more mangoes delivered. This is just how you play Undying. You just bully 2 heroes out, consistently deliver mangoes. He's doing an excellent job of it this time around. His Lycan is also struggling, of course, versus this Void and this Enchantress, but not to the same extent. Yeah, Mitch. Actually chasing.
They're going to chase for the kill.
Where's the bash?
Here we go. It'll be next.
Oh,
next.
bounty rune.
There we go. There's the bashes.
Oh. Oh.
Oh!
Oh my god.
He tried to get the denied to neutrals, but the hack will be able to get him.
I mean, space for DM, though, gets like 2 waves pushing into his favor. I think he's pretty happy about all that, because that's a tough lane for him to play into. Zeus is actually owning, man. Face damage.
Notice, he's dead again. Oh, this is a bit of a dream start here for Ramses PA. He's already on a killing spree 3 minutes in.
He did have a similar start last time, but not shutting down the opposing offlaner
not
much.
this. I mean, it was a good start, but this is even better.
Yeah, this is absurd. Ring of Health and the Corrosion already done. Notice is still level 1. It's 4 minutes. This is going to be. This is going to be tough. Does he even have stacks? Does not. He hasn't had time to even get them ready for him. They're going to have to stack something for him to just use axes on and farm. That's Dakota. Just goes between the towers again. Doesn't really care. No threat down here versus no stun. He's going to get like all these denies too, probably. Okay, I use the axes. Yemich. Attempting to look for Laurel in mid. And yeah, looking at Laurel, like 27-9. We're seeing that the damage disparity, at least 80 damage on Zeus. GPK holding skill points. Not able to bully Laurel at all.
Honestly, Spawn, they might be able to set up for a dive on Notice if Notice not careful.
It's level 2.
They can get the bashes top. They've got the slows. They'll have to kill it. Okay, so BETBOOM at least on the other half of the map, starting to set up some early kills here for Dahak.
Yeah, the Lycan is in a similar struggle position. It's just he's getting a bit more experience at the very least. But now the supports, where are they gonna go? Suneko trying to get a courier snipe. Nice little micro from PA. Okay, Outsiders is looking to make their plays around bottom then, just keeping the Undying. I guess he feels like he can't even help DM top anyway. Like to see them play for the rune, at least on Yamich though, to get that for the Bat Rider so that Laurel doesn't get some like huge power rune. Definitely need to watch out because now Thunder God's Wrath is available. So these underleveled supports could get caught out from it. And yeah, we see some stacks starting. Ancient stack, hard camp stack. The method of recovery for Beastmaster is starting to be developed. It's a rune that spawns top. It's a big one too for Laurel.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We have to. I mean, they're kind of diving in on the bottom. They're definitely good opportunities to make some counter plays here, BETBOOM.
They're looking for DM.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're trying to hurricane him out of that tree line there for Laurel to find him. Can't quite.
Good back off there from DM. Might lose the tower top.
Same time though bottom. Similar thing happened.
I mean, a no.
Nice deny.
Tower is under attack.
No, it still has to be careful though. They could dive this.
Well, Laurel Laurel's TP just became available. So if they do dive, he can come.
I think they're going to be tempted to dive.
He's
Tower's pretty much gone. But yeah, Ramses, he knows not to stick around longer than he needs to. They get the tower, they get out.
Very nicely done. I was about to say this is scary for a second because Laurel might be able to get some cleanup, but unable to.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It was an Arcane Rune TP, so he will have it up back up soon, but
well, Notice tried to step back up to the wave.
Oh no.
Get some more farm, but he's going down again for this.
Poor Noticed. DM level, almost level 6. Unnoticed, level 3. Okay, level 4, we'll give him that. Properly bullied.
Yeah, they just completely shut him down in that lane. Shut down completely.
It's probably one of the hardest lanes I can actually conceptually think of versus a Beastmaster. PA is good versus the Boars, Undying is good versus anything else, so. Then GPK, he didn't end up getting any aggressive play in the mid lane. He's just going the farming build, maxing the Firefly. Let's lose one creep there. But we'll have a very early timing on bots. I guess that's also one cool thing they can do. So the bots plus wolf play, they can do things around that too with the Lycan. Or on the Dominator creep, so he can be kind of anywhere. Yeah, Dominator done. Level 6 on DM. All things considered, that's pretty damn good. Notice is incredibly far behind. Time to start some stacks. He's probably telling Laurel, though, like, he's like, I need this XP, don't take it from me. Laurel's just going to help him clear it, I guess, for a second.
I mean, they do want this 6 as soon as they can.
Yeah, they're not. He just wanted to speed it up. He wasn't trying to take XP. Gonna have another ancient stack set up also.
Radiant's middle tower.
So an
is
outlet
under
of
attack.
recovery, yeah.
I mean, this
being
is going to be quite the recovery, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stacks that they've been able to set up and have potential to clear here.
Wants level 3 axes before he does start going for it, though. Otherwise, it'll just take a little bit too long. And let's see if Outsiders looks to do anything about it. Right now, they're just maximizing. Yamich is taking mid, trying to get some XP because he's under-leveled. Sending a code at top, and yeah, here comes the Wolf bots play.
See if Dahak can get out of this in time.
Whoop.
Yeah, Tumbler in. Backup's coming over, though, and Dahak has the chrono. He's going to turn, drop it down onto GPK. They'll try and throw in the damage from the side. Not quite enough to kill GPK straight away. Dahak will go for the TP out, but GPK will find him. Dakota finishes him off with the Soul Rip. Now Outsiders, see if they can clean up more, but Lyle jump under the tier 2 tower. He'll be fine, but BETBOOM, they lose the 2 of them.
Good dive. Very good aggressive play. They know how far behind, like the Beastmasters in particular. They know he's not going to be able to contribute, fully commit. And yeah, we saw the Invis Wolf, the bots play coming in. Nice attempt from Dahak, at least to try to live, but does get run down. Okay, so I guess like the Lycan thing is, yeah, they wanted some pressure on towers, and they wanted this like scouting tool for vision, which yeah, does provide.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Roger. Tries to get the dispel onto GPK, can't quite. We'll give him a high five instead.
A 3K lead, though, for Outsiders.
Yep. Huge with the PA with absolute free farm.
I mean, that's the thing. The PA is so far ahead. Ramsey's already nearly 2K ahead of anyone else at just 10 minutes in.
And it's a Void who's playing versus, let's look, how many stuns is there? It's a Royer and a Chrono. It's incredibly limited for them to actually control him. No forms of silence either. Last time around he was playing into like what? I think it was like the DP silence plus the Earth Spirit one that was really tripping him up. I guess he has DP. There's a point in it on Taneko early, okay.
Now bottom.
Again.
Looking for Noticed.
He's got a roar.
He's going to opt to use it onto Ramsey's here, see if they can get the kill with the damage of Lal, and they can. In fact, they might just be able to get both of them. They'll turn towards GPK. They do. They get both cores. Notice ticking down low, but he won't quite die. Outsiders, they got nothing out of that, and they lost their 2 highest value cores.
That was a big mess up. That wasn't even like Chronosphere or anything like that. It was just a roar, and them, again, it's like them ganking themselves a little bit. The rotation, BETBOOM was prepared.
I mean, I imagine maybe they just sort of in their heads had that the Beastmaster was weaker than he was, but in reality, you know, Notice has been catching up with the Triangle farm, and they could not kill him quick enough with the 2 cores.
Yeah, that was very surprising. But a very good rotation. Again, BETBOOM, they seem to always read the map perfectly. They had the smoke already prepared for when it was happening, so they got there with the numbers. In the meantime, I think we did see Yamich take mid tower with Serpent Wards. So Outsiders, they got some sort of trade, but BETBOOM coming out way ahead in that one.
So GPK.
Nice silence.
With the Hex. Taneko should be pretty dead here. Back in action. We'll be able to find that, at least from the bottom lane.
Like the skill build, though, from Taneko. I mean, kind of standard when you're playing support, but having the early point of silence is going to be pretty valuable. Dahak has his farm. Okay, he's got Maelstrom Treads.
Well, they could look for a chrono play, but there's a lot of heroes that have got their eyes on Dahak.
Outsiders is here. Yamich, he's on the side.
See what sort of grab he can find.
Roar up in 1 second.
Radiant's middle tower
He is pretty fortunate on that Shadow Shaman that Roar wasn't up right away. They also did have a ward there, so they got the initial vision. But
this whole area still seems a bit scary for Outsiders, with Raw and Chrono being up for BETBOOM.
Look at Roger go. He's just trying to get the dominated creep so bad.
Radiant's bottom tower
3K lead, though. Even though that PA died, does have the Battle Fury finished. Does have a pretty decent stack as well to work on right afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, Ramses is going to be farmed.
Yeah.
As we've seen, that's happened in the last 2 games. You know, Ramses has had the money, he's had the farm, but things around him have been just been a bit too hard for him to carry.
Has fallen. Dire are scanning.
Should be able to get this rush, but there's actually a move already
I mean,
coming.
they got Chrono.
It's ready.
They could time this nicely. They could really mess with this.
Oh my God.
It's a 4-man Chrono lining them up for the Crypt Swarm. See if they've got the damage they have. They've already taken out 2. The bash there from Roshan on towards DM. That's Ramsey out of the game. DM trying to run. Looks like he will escape, but only just. But that's 3 dead for Outsiders. I guess they just really didn't expect BETBOOM to be able to make the move over in time to stop them.
I guess they didn't. Yeah, they didn't expect that BETBOOM is just going to always know and have that the tenacity and just the knowledge to always make the smoke moves at the right time. And also, look at Undying. He didn't even drop Tombstone for the Roche. I'm actually really confused. I think maybe they're getting in their heads a little bit there. Hakoda, he had Tombstone, but he's just hitting the Roche with his Flesh Golem, I think, the entire time. Either way, beautiful Chrono to Hawk, and now he gets an Aegis, and things have completely flipped on their head.
They really have. It's straight back to dead even on the net worth. Dahak basically closing that gap on Ramses' farm. Just about 600 with it between them, which was a couple of minutes ago. It was 2,000 between them.
Everyone closed the gap. Beastmaster's pretty much even as well with the, I mean 700 mine, but pretty much even with the Lycan.
Oh, this
is
is
a massive comeback.
Yeah, Outsiders just not playing nearly as cleanly as they have been so far in the qualifiers.
Fight Seneko. Yeah, big blunder, really. It's BETBOOM. They even have a Haste Rune also on Laurel, so he's about to have Shard finished. Pretty big luxury for BETBOOM now. Even Dahak, if he does get lassoed in a lot of situations, now can just turn around because he'll die and then come back.
Time is money.
DM doesn't have ult.
He's looking pretty dead here.
He's got backup coming, but Laurel's also in the area. Oh! Damage ran out of mana.
And now Hakoda's in trouble as well. Potentially BETBOOM. They're going to try and chase him out here. And indeed, they'll find him. He even offers up a tombstone for them to farm.
Oh, things are falling apart. Yamich drops the Serpent Ward's hexes and then doesn't have mana for shackles on this hasted Zeus.
It's just a bit all over the place here from Outsiders.
Dire's courier has
Truly
been
crumbling. And look, they're already setting up for bottom. They were pinging the PA. Ramsey shows
They've
himself.
got the Raw. I mean, they're botsing over, but they can't get there in time.
BETBOOM outplaying all over the place.
It's
Outsiders
complete.
crumbling. GPK. He's been found
Dahak
even.
sees him.
There's a Chrono.
He's not got. He's got mana with wand.
He's got mana.
wand.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, mate. Okay. They didn't want to go for that.
Maybe expecting backup or something?
I mean, okay. GPK is going to use the lasso.
He doesn't need it.
Oh, well, they'll take that instead.
They'll take that.
Doesn't use the Chrono because he's like, look at this guy. He's going to use lasso, and then I'm going to kill him without even needing to use the Chrono. And
I mean, okay.
If that's what he was thinking, he would have been exactly right there, Dahak.
Yeah, and now he has it for the next fight. All right, beautiful.
are fortified.
Time dilation is brutal this game versus the heroes of Outsiders. And yeah, Chrono at the ready.
Dire are scanning.
Where's Laurel's courier? Oh, I guess it did die. I was looking for his shard. I guess they did get it before.
Ramses is...
They've got Chrono.
But they don't have GPK for 5 seconds.
Scan on scan.
Well, Hakoda, he'll step up to the front and die very, very quickly.
I love the skill build again I'm going to talk about from Seneko, but 1 point Crypt Swarm, but 3 points in Silence. I think this Silence is going to be incredibly impactful. 2K lead, keeping the Aegis as well, and keeping Chronosphere available.
And you know, look at Noticed. He's a
surpassed.
top 3 farm now. You know, that beginning of the game, a distant, very distant memory.
Not even top three. Look at his levels. Look at the level graph. He's top level in the game.
Radiant's middle
He was
tower
level
is
3.
under
Like
He was level 1 at 4 minutes.
Holy crap. I mean, what an achievement really so far, BETBOOM. Outsiders is shaken up. As they should be. Haste through now. Void still has Chrono.
Some of the jump. And he's going to get caught by the Hex. I mean, as it
Doesn't
looks,
even
they
need it.
don't even need the Chrono. Ramsey's just dead.
Oh
Same
my
to be
God.
said for Hakoda. It's
Radiant's middle tower
it just
is
seems like
under
they've lost it
attack.
completely. Here,
They've-
outsiders.
yeah, fully lost control of BETBOOM, just doing whatever they want, really. Just reading the map perfectly. Seneco's showing bottom. Laurel is at the back for
Radiant's
him.
middle tower has
GPK, I feel like he's just got to stay hidden.
He
can't
sure
reveal.
does. It looks like he was maybe wanting to go for Seneco there for a second, too. Laurel.
It's close to sort of scouting him out there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Pretty scary.
GPK's tempted for this.
The jump was used. 5-second cooldown.
See if we can do this. I mean, Seneco is here to help out, and indeed GPK cannot do this.
They're just making individual plays now.
And
Look,
Ramses
Ramses
is
is
trying
down
to
here
go.
also.
They're gonna still
What is
drop,
going
but
on?
there's a chrono. What is going
Oh,
on?
they have fully lost it on.
I don't know how they regain control of a game like this. They are all over the place, and BETBOOM, they are
Radiant's
loving it.
bottom tower
They
is
must
under
be
attack.
feeling something like from the previous games or something like that too. I mean, outsiders. This is not the team that we've seen
No, they were
throughout these
crushing
qualifiers.
this qualifiers. They
Radiant's
didn't drop a
bottom
single
tower
game
is-
before today. But here,
BETBOOM is-
BETBOOM are just, they've broken them.
They're in their heads for sure. It's perfect rotations. They're baiting players. I mean, Ramsey just went in by himself with no backup.
Radiant structures are fortified.
7K lead now in just a few moments after that Roche blunder. Holy moly! What do you do to recover now at this point? Like
I
you,
don't know. It's just the state of the game and sort of the state of your minds, right? You know, just mentally to be able to bring it back from this point. It's going to be a true test for outsiders.
yeah, and you're
After
playing
last
versus
minutes of play.
Beastmaster, so you're always under vision. Also, if you're trying to make aggressive moves when you're behind like this.
Yeah.
Roger also, he has Shard, so at least maybe we'll get to see little friends as well too during all this craziness that's going on. Ramses. The Hawk has gone for a pretty interesting item build too. He's gone for the Halberd, so it's
Yeah.
going to be really tough for PA to ever focus fire him either. He also has status resist versus Lasso.
That's smart. It's smart. I mean, it's sure
I
that
like it.
the lack of damage from him doesn't matter because we're seeing
not.
that the rest of the team has that covered.
Radiant are
Yeah, he has Zeus, so
Yep.
I feel like you can. That's why I feel like he didn't go the Mask of Madness as well. You have damage for your Chronosphere in most situations because of it. Scouting ult.
Ладно, смотрим дальше.
Oh, he's got some damage now if he wants. Finds the dagger of Ristal, the hack.
Nah, no one like. I don't know. I feel like a lot of players are just not really liking that, or they just don't use it half the time. I'm underwhelmed by it. I got to be honest. The outsiders. I mean, trying to get some type of footing back in this game, but it's so hard for Ramses to recover now at this point with these deaths. He's gonna go for his Deso, but no BKB. He's just gonna get burst. He's 1200 HP on this PA versus level 15 Zeus with an E-Blade. Like, Zeus is gonna one-shot him in the fight.
There we go.
Okay, they're gonna get turned on again though.
I mean, Roger, he finally dies, but it takes a lot.
Okay, Yamich is here.
Okay, they've got the wards dropped down. So if you can get anything more out of this, outsiders, Lar will be freed from the Serpent Ward, so...
GPK,
Oh, he tried to finish it off. I mean, Lar does go down, but GPK gives his life for that.
Ramses. They
got
have
him
the
in
chrono.
The hack's caught him.
He showed. He actually didn't hide in the tree lines. He showed a little bit there on the edge.
I'll clean up the Serpent Wards as well if they want to. Some more money for BETBOOM.
Dire's bottom
I mean,
tower
at
is
least
under
they get
attack.
the Zeus, but a total disaster again. Oh, I love the TikTok. I think that one also
Dire's
gets in
middle
people's
tower.
head.
Well, that hits you.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at this Roger. He's tanky. It took them quite some time to bring him down. I think Ramses is pretty lucky also to be able to survive because of this Hex from Yamich.
But then what? He's just not able to get far enough back to get away, Ramses?
I mean, I think he tried to TP in the tree and then he stepped out like an inch right afterwards. But I think this inch creep was following him for the most part, so I think maybe they would have gotten him anyway.
That's
but
true. And he was being pinged out furiously. I think
He
it
was.
was Roger. Roger
Yeah.
was just pinging that location consistently, making sure that they did hunt and chase down Ramses at the end of that.
Yeah, Roger got his spells off before he did die. He got the enchant off, he got the little friends off, he got the attendants, so he did have a creep kind of stalking. So maybe they probably would have found him anyway. But either way, I mean, continued mistakes from outsiders and BETBOOM. No mistakes, just playing super clean, always helping out their team.
Because most of these plays have been plays that outsiders have started themselves.
Yeah. Deso's done for Ramsey, so good damage, but yeah, has to be unbelievably careful with positioning. Could just die to supports or an E-Blade combo. Now Dahak is going to start building towards some damage. Mjolnir MKB next choices. And Roche next on the menu, 1 minute. BKB is finished, at least for GPK, so he actually has a bit more luxury to try to commit onto the backlines, perhaps find the Zeus freely. Just has to worry about Roar and Chrono. And DM does have AC done, so they're still getting some of these big times. Their damage is explosive, but their survivability overall for Ramsey is incredibly low. BETBOOM, they're just staying around the Roche pit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So Neko holding a skill point. Yeah, he can get level 2 ult. Oh well, whatever. He opts for the level 2 Crypt Swarm instead, or level 4 Crypt Swarm. They're smoked, looking for a battle.
Both teams have gone for the smoke here.
Ramsey's.
They're going to have eyes on him. We'll be able to jump back to the safety of his team.
They control the area, though. That's the important thing. They want to secure this area, get vision down, so that they can set up for that Roche. And if there is a move from outsiders walking over here, they'll see them right away. Hawk and Ward's prepared. Outsiders, they're going for a pretty big wraparound, it looks like. It's dying fast. There's a wolf to scout.
They're going to make a jump soon if they want to try and stop this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But it's going to... Ooh, they've already had to pop BKBs. But the
Yeah,
Roar's out
dead.
as well. Controlling GPK through the BKB. They're being pushed away from the bit. GPK still going to try and jump in, but his BKB is going to come to an end pretty soon. And Dahak, he's still able to time the turn. He's able to get the Chrono out onto all of them. It's another rough fight there. And
They
in
call
fact,
it.
they call it. GG's called BETBOOM. They're going to TI. And off the back of an incredible series, 3-0, they turn up today. They crush outsiders. A team that most had pitted as the favorites to take the spot. A team that hadn't dropped a game yet in the qualifiers until today. But BETBOOM